And we are now live here at the Games Tavern. Welcome back, everybody, to Dirty Deeds. We're us nerdy professionals here get together, get to explore the world of Eberron as we play some Dungeons and Dragons. I'm glad that all of you could go ahead and join us for this evening. We did take the week off last week to honor Memorial Day, but we are now back and ready to go. Looking forward to getting into the game tonight. This is your first time here at the Games Tavern. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Please make sure you go ahead and follow us on Twitch. It's free, supports the show, and cast and crew. Also remember, not only can you follow us live on Twitch every Monday, but all of our shows are uploaded to YouTube about 48 hours or so later. This way, if you missed any of the previous episodes, you can go ahead and catch yourself up. Also, make sure you subscribe there as well. Definitely excited to see where we get into today. But before we go ahead and do that, we do have a few announcements for you.
First, I want to remind everybody, if you have Amazon Prime, you also get free Prime gaming subscription every month, which you can use to show your support to us and the rest of the casts. Prime gaming subscribers get access to sub-only emotes and to a special subscriber-only channel on the TGT Discord.
And we love you guys, our friends, for all of your support. And tonight you could show your support by cheering on your favorite character. Your bits and cheers show support for cast and crew. When we reach 500 bits, we'll award random inspiration to a player. But if you cheer 1,000 bits, you get to pick which player gets inspiration. We also have a channel goal of 50 subs this week, and only you can help us get there. Your subs help us get to the point where we can pay the cast and production crew that work really hard in the background.
A humongous thank you to Cobalt Press for sponsoring this show. Go to cobaltpress.com, or you can also check it out yourself by checking out the link to Cobalt Press in chat.
Tonight, thanks to our sponsors, we are giving away a Cobalt Press Creature Codex digital PDF copy that has almost 400 new monsters players will never see in your 5th edition sessions of the world's greatest role-playing game, and an epic character generator sponsored by Overhead Games. The raffle for the package will begin shortly and will continue to take entries until the end of the stream when we pick a winner. Type exclamation once you see the notice in chat that the raffle is live. You must be a follower to enter and must be present in chat for the staff to contact you to win.
All right, and in case you haven't noticed, we are short one Halceris this evening. He was not able to join us tonight. However, we are going to do our best to make sure that Halceris does not meet a violent end while he is away from us. So,
not making any promises.
We're going to do our best, right? We'll see what we can do here. I unfortunately am not able to do the same accent he uses, but we'll see what we can do here. So, as we go ahead and begin our show, we're going to go ahead and recap real quick on our adventurers who 3 weeks ago now all had gone to sleep and had some very disturbing and interesting dreams. And then last week they awoke all with heavy hearts, a few things on their mind. They decided to take the time to explore New Seer, go around, visit some of the local shops, talk to a few people around there, and decided to try to see if they can find another job so they can help try to make themselves some coin. They just received a news notice where there was a couple people seeking jobs. They went and spoke with Mama Agatha at the apothecary, who told them about a manticore that is attacking livestock on the south of the city from the mountains. They also spoke with Amelia, who is looking for somebody to go retrieve some Sybaris dragon shards for her new invention that she's created, which they conveniently labeled the hover horse. She even offered to possibly create some of these for our adventurers if they were able to retrieve these shards, as the only place that she knows that they are is in a downed ship just inside the Mournlands that our crew is actually quite familiar with. And as they were departing, they received a letter from the mysterious Lyra, telling them that she got word about their faithful companion, Biscuit, being taken to a grove to the northeast of the city. Our adventurers, really admiring their friend that they found along the road earlier, decided that they were going to go try to find their companion Biscuit. So they hit the open plains of Breland heading northeast, looking for this mysterious grove where rumored of dark experiments are taking place. As they rested for the evening, they were set upon by some mysterious entities. Almost floating spells seemed to be attacking the group. As they were able to dispatch the last of them, it starts to become the early morning. However, most of our party is pretty tired as they did not complete their long rest. The only one that did complete is Tavern, because you had your 4 hours of your elven trance.
Anti-trance.
So, adventurers, that is where we find yourselves this early morning as the rain begins to subside.
I say we finish some resting. That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can keep going. But if you guys need to recharge a bit, we can take a break. I would offer to take first watch, but as we know, I can't see.
Well, it's daylight now, so I mean, we're
So
twilight.
you can see.
I can see. You're right. I can see. For a little bit, I'll be able to see.
The sun is starting. You can see the light starting to come up over the horizon at this point of the day.
How much longer would we have on a long rest?
So that was the third watch. So y'all only really got about 5 hours in to your long rest.
I don't
how
mind
many
keeping watch
watches?
for the next 3.
I thought we only set 3 watches. So
Tavern was scheduled to do the last one.
okay. All right. Well, Terry, you want to take a watch?
Yeah.
Get some more. Get a couple hours of sleep.
All right.
Okay. So the rest of y'all try to lay back down under the tree, get yourself a little bit of rest to try to complete your long evening. Tavern, go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right. Let's see. I choose you. Real quick, is there any trees around where we are?
Yeah, so you do have some of the trees that you're kind of underneath right now.
Can I climb a tree? Can I be in the tree?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me
Awesome.
an athletics roll. I mean, acrobatics or athletics on that one.
That would be a 14 for the acrobatics.
Okay, yeah, you're able to get up in the tree.
Oh,
Now go ahead and give me the perception roll.
It's like I'm a bird, eagle in its nest. Throwing! For perception, that would be an 11.
Okay. You look out, you don't see anything out across the plains. As the sun starts to come up and rise, you see a few little critters here and there running around. Nothing out of the ordinary, though.
What kind of critters?
You see some prairie dogs off in the distance. Some just smaller, some field mice running across the field.
No more dead bodies.
Birds up in the air.
You don't know that. You don't know what I'm doing.
No, I'm just letting you know that if you see anything, we don't have to kill it and take it with us.
The trophy collector.
Horrifying.
Is there anything else you wish to do during your watch?
Nah, I'll just chill out in the tree and just keep my eyes peeled.
Okay, so a few more hours go by, and you all awaken, still a little sore and tired, but you awaken a couple hours into the morning, and the day is yours.
Before we continue, so I got hit hard last time. So for that, would that count like as a short rest for me?
Yes, yeah, you can take a short rest for that.
All right, cool. Let's throw that hit die. Shown as rocking front. All right, cool. I hear Biscuit in the distance.
Is it Biscuit or is it those wolves you ran into earlier? So while you're looking that up,
It almost sounds like it's coming from the Moorlands. It's scary.
if y'all could actually go ahead and go to map 3. If you look at the blue diamond on that map, that kind of shows you roughly where you are after your first day of travel.
Sorry, which map?
Map 3.
Oh, thank you. I see.
So that is about roughly how far you made it during your first day of travel.
Oh, we got pretty far.
Did we?
It's roughly about 30 miles.
Yes. Walking? Yeah.
I mean, over an 8-hour period.
Shall we set off?
Yeah, we should.
Now let's keep going.
Biscuit
Okay.
waits.
Yeah, let's go get our dog.
All right, let's go.
So what are you all doing while you head further northeast?
Definitely keeping an eye on our surroundings as much as possible, just like because it's all pretty flat, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got some large boulders here and there. You got a few little hills and little outcroppings, but for the most part, it's open plains.
Yeah, so just kind of like keeping an eye and an ear out, seeing if we, if anything kind of like arouses suspicion. But other than that, just trekking along, right?
Okay, so for the first half of the day, I'll go ahead and have all of you give me a perception roll.
Oh, what?
I'd love to.
Can I stick to like how to say
Nat 20.
15.
20, dirty.
Okay, and what were you gonna say, Taryn?
I want to kind of like not be in the open, kind of stick
15.
to the shadows, so to say.
There's not really a lot of shadows out here. I mean, you got the occasional
He's
tree.
just behind
but-
steel. Like he's literally just crouched behind steel.
How tall is steel? Aren't I like tall than steel? How tall is steel?
That's why I said crouched down.
All right, so for the first half of the day, as y'all are proceeding, Ro, you actually see kind of off in the distance, you see a small herd of elk just kind of out grazing in the field.
I do not tell Taryn.
I probably see it. Probably. I might see it.
You kind with the dirty 20, yeah, you would see it too. They're kind of a ways off though.
I look at him and I'm like, stay the course. Stay the course.
Let us grumble and keep walking.
All right, what are y'all doing for food as you travel?
We got rations, we got water. Just kind of like trying to stick to like a sparse, like whatever sustains, but nothing more.
Okay.
We could hunt if we wanted to.
I mean, we don't have to. We've got plenty of supplies, but if you feel like hunting, go for it.
Oh,
See
I
anything
don't
along
really
the
know how
way?
to hunt. I said we could if we wanted to.
Couldn't
could
you
be
just,
remedied.
couldn't you,
You're really fast.
you're very fast.
I don't feel like right now.
No, you're
Yeah.
just saying.
Just saying. It's
You're great otherwise too. You're
I
very
just
fast.
glare at Tyrion while I say that without saying it.
I also turn around and glare at Taryn.
I visibly ignore both of you.
Okay. So we proceed on to the afternoon, unless anybody would like to do anything else for the morning.
Biscuit,
Alright.
biscuit.
Yep, we're continuing on.
Okay.
No,
Find
that's
our
like-
biscuit.
you know the people that like do like mall exercise back and forth? You know how they have weights in their hands and they're like,
Yep.
that's how I feel like we're traveling.
Okay, so you're traveling at
Power
a
walking.
slightly brisker pace.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're mall walkers.
You're
now.
wall mocking
Okay.
through or
Wall mocking.
Wall
mocking.
Yep, wall mocking.
Yeah.
Hashtag mall walking.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since we've done this. You can tell. All right. So for the afternoon, go ahead and give me another perception check.
Sure thing, boss. Okay, got too excited, but 14.
30-20.
Yes. Jesus.
18.
All that for an 8? Oh, an 18.
18.
And you said it was a natural 20 or a dirty 20?
30-20.
Okay. And the steel?
He said 13.
Oh, 13.
13.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to wait for Biscuit to stop yelling at me.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. You're hearing Biscuit just in the back of your mind calling to you.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
coming.
I'm just so focused on my my little creation. I've been slowly whittling a little carving of Biscuit.
Okay. All right. So, Echo, you do notice that kind of small little herd of elk are just they're kind of almost moving alongside you.
Are they following us?
They're keeping a distance, but they seem to be kind of almost moving along the same kind of route you are.
Do we have any like scrap food that we can lure them in with?
Lure
you
who
all
in?
have-
Oh, so don't look like right now, but there's like some elk following us. And maybe we can like, I don't know.
Get one to ride?
Have you ever?
I'm really torn between like befriending them and eating them.
I thought we wanted something to get us there faster.
That works too. Let's ride them.
I can't say I've ever ridden an elk before.
Are they
Look
able
at
to
me.
like withhold our weight?
I don't know.
I mean,
I've
they're-
never seen an elk in person.
They're right
Pretty
there.
big.
Isn't it? Like a moose.
Not quite that big, but big.
Me personally and Ro, I have never seen an elk in person.
They are a bit bigger than deer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Not
can
quite as
ride them.
big as
Come on.
horses.
Okay, let's lure them in though.
It's kind of. Wait, so we're recreating Princess Mononoke here? Is like that's the goal?
Yes.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna start proceeding over towards the elk.
Like very
We
slowly.
don't, like, yeah, but we don't want to scare them off. We gotta.
Yeah, so we're pretending we're not paying attention to them, but we're like kind of drifting in that
we're like
direction.
slowly inching our way towards them.
Um,
And holding out like, you know, like little bits of ration, just kind of like holding
First,
it.
we're gonna toss them and see if they like pay attention.
well, no, so that they're still a good like half mile to a mile away from you.
Oh,
We'll just drift in that direction as we go straight then.
Okay.
So we're going diagonal?
To the strongest looking one. When we get closer, I like to stealth up to the strongest looking one.
Oh god, I'm always scared when he stealths anywhere.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a stealth check.
are you stealthing or are you flourishing your way over?
No, it's stealth. It's all stealth. And quietly moving. Let's see. Stealth. What we got?
See just how quiet.
Potato farmer. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You start to approach a little closer, and they're just kind of sitting there grazing. What are the rest of you doing?
I like me and Echo are probably kind of like we have like some like rations in our hand or like I have some ration in my hand and I'm just kind of like edging closer and trying to like hold it out like kind of like as I walk.
Okay.
But,
So you're
like,
not trying to be
pretending-
stealthy at all, though.
Fully not. I'm just moving slowly and non-threateningly, hopefully.
Okay.
What is the area like? Are there like grass, like really high grass, or is
For you, it's probably about maybe shin to knee high grass.
So like if I I don't want to go stealth here, but like crawl into my legs and arms and just kind of like.
Okay.
Bro.
So you're gonna high crawl towards them.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, give me a stealth check.
Oh no.
And Ro, go ahead, give me an animal handling check.
It's a bad idea.
Okay, that's 12 plus
Okay, 17.
15.
I'm gonna look at Halceris and go,
I don't know.
I'm just gonna like slowly be walking, but watching them the whole time because I want to see how bad it is.
Okay. So, Taryn, you get to about maybe 100.
How close? Yeah.
Ro, you're probably about 150 to 200 feet away from them, and they all stop instantly. And,
Okay, so
I'm gonna hold the food out. Just
and you see them all kind of look up and look straight at you, Ro.
cool.
here, elf. Here. I'm gonna chuck one like 10 feet in front of me.
So they haven't seen me yet, right?
You don't know. They don't seem to be
Can I
They don't seem to
whistle
be reacting to
to
you.
get their attention even more, like to like draw them over. Does that attract them? Does whistling work?
Only one way to find out.
I don't like when he says that.
Oh, just whistle. It's like a like.
Okay, so you go ahead and do that.
Three different plans.
All right. As Echo starts to whistle from the grass, you just see the elk just bolt.
Knew it! I told you it was a bad idea.
Can I jump one?
So you're about 100 feet away from them,
Okay, which direction are they bolting towards?
towards the south.
So away from me.
Yeah,
Damn it.
because you were all approaching from the same direction,
Come back.
and they're just gone.
Echo.
Avoid eye contact.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what?
Waste.
Sorry.
We're gonna keep walking. Let's just walk.
Are there any other animals around?
I haven't heard a better plan recently than just.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. That's
Perception.
A 7. You see a couple birds in the sky.
Tweet.
Don't.
But yep. So
that
that
might tell
small
me.
little herd of elk have taken off.
I was this close to getting an elk.
I was also this close.
I too.
No.
Sarah's just in the back shaking his head, starts laughing.
That's all Elsaris does.
Ro is mad.
I'm so sorry.
Man,
right.
I never would have guessed such seasoned hunters would have trouble with an elk.
Seasoned
You
hunters.
have joined us, you know.
I this is like my third time outside of city walls, and it's always with you fools.
Ro, clearly you don't get hobgoblin humor, so that's okay.
I thought this was a city girl joke. I now see.
No, just
that.
a.
Got it.
Just
Yep.
a,
Okay.
Just
All right.
a load of sarcasm.
Joke.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's. Yep. Okay. That's fine. She like kind of like she stops a little and is like a little bit ahead.
Okay. All right. So y'all continue on with your walking.
Yep.
We
Okay.
continue.
Since
All
there's
right.
no-
So you go on for a few more hours, and the sun starts to go down. Do you all wish to try to find a place to camp for the evening?
Is there any sign of anything like buildings or like anywhere that we could see that might give us an idea of where they took him
Give me a
Where the-
perception.
or where the orbs came from or anything? Perception. Ow. Okay. Yeah, you're not bad. 18.
No, you're not seeing really much of anything right now. It's just all open fields. Like I said, you see a few little mounds where it like comes up and it just kind of drops off onto some rock and stuff like that.
Can we look for footprints or anything of that nature?
Yep. Give me a survival.
Survival. Okay. Anybody else want to look at survival? Because I don't. I'm not.
I got it.
Ro is like kind of like a little sulky, but like helping a little.
Okay, I'll give you advantage on the survival.
We'll survive.
Honestly, I don't know if that's worth a whole advantage, but I'm gonna keep quiet.
I'll take it. That's a 16. That's not bad for me.
Okay. You find some elk tracks, some wolf tracks, maybe a couple dogs, but that's really about it.
All right.
I don't like this. Something feels shady to me.
I'd like to, if there's a tree available, I'd like to scurry on up there.
You're not seeing any trees in your immediate vicinity
There's
right
nothing scurryable at the moment.
now. Nope.
Are there any bushes?
No, you're kind of in a big open area right now.
Increasing suspicion.
Do we want to follow the tracks?
So looking at the tracks, they're going in
All
all
over the
different
place?
directions.
All right. Well, we know that it was northeast, and that's it. Is that it? Is that all we got? Can we see that? Like,
Yep.
okay. Backing up a question.
Yep. If you want to look at the letter again.
Yeah, please. The letter, and then also, I had a question. So when we found Echo in that field and we saw that shape, was it like near like a mountain or anything, or was it just kind of like a shape in the distance?
Oh, you're talking about the flying thing.
Yeah.
So it was a flying creature, and it was heading towards. It was flying like back towards the mountain.
Okay, so we can see that mountainous area from here.
Yeah, you can still see the mountains kind of off in the distance. I mean, you're several miles away now, but you can still kind of see the tops of the mountains.
Okay, that was just maybe. So, and what direction was that? Is that in the direction?
That's to the south of the city.
I see. Okay, trying to just understand what I'm looking at.
Yep. So if you look at the map again, the mountains that it was flying towards are the seawall mountains that are to the south of New Seer.
Got it. And
y'all are heading northeast. I updated the blue diamond to where you all are located roughly right now.
Okay. In the meantime, okay. I'm just reading the letter again. Small grove to the northeast.
Do we see the grove?
You do not see any trees at the moment.
I mean, should we just keep heading northeast? I don't really feel as though we have a whole lot other choice. I mean, there has to be something, right? Either that or this is all a trap and this is the end. I didn't like that smart, but
it is not clear how far northeast.
Well, I mean, is there? Do Halceris, do you have any spells that would allow you to see ahead, or I don't know. I got eyes that don't work in the dark, and I got 2 legs and 2 hands and some weapons.
That don't work in the light.
They don't.
No comment.
Well, at least I have a brain that works. All right.
I'll tell you what. Everybody, go ahead and give me a history check.
He's about to tell us some information I forgot, isn't he?
Definitely.
That is a 12.
A 5.
Okay.
Mine is a wall throw. That is that plus history, you said?
Yes.
Well, that's a big old 9.
18.
18. Okay.
History.
And Halceris also got an 18.
Oh wow.
So you all do the Steel and Halceris, you both kind of vaguely remember shortly after the airship crash, and you were kind of wandering the plains. You do kind of remember about a day or two away from where you crashed, you did find this small grouping of trees, like 2 years ago.
Okay. Do I know vaguely which direction that would be?
So let me throw this on the map for you real quick. If you look on the map,
Oh.
you know it was roughly around where the teal diamond is.
Okay.
Because y'all did kind of wander that area for a while. So
Well, this would also be on our way to getting back to our airship with the other plan, right?
yes.
Okay. 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 Yeah. I think we're on the right heading. Do you guys remember going like where we came out of the Mournlands? When we first started heading to New Seer, there's like I don't know, just like a little grove, I guess. I know there was one. I think we're going the right way at least. So, how long do I think it'll take to get there?
So you're estimating maybe another 4 days.
That diagonal distance does not look like 4 days worth. It looks like
So if you look
2
at
hours.
the blue diamond is at the end of 2 days travel.
Oh.
So maybe another 3 days, maybe another 3 or 4 days roughly.
Is there a path or like any sort of road or anything anywhere near us that we would know of?
No. So looking at the map, you know that those red lines are the common travel roads.
Mm-hmm.
And
There's
then
one about a day from us.
Yeah, so that the road to the south of you is the one that you all traveled on when you were looking for Leviticus.
Yeah. Well, I'm just wondering if we should try and like hire someone to, you know, all the way to the place you remember. Because
If you all wanted to try to hire somebody, you would have to travel the 2 days back to New Seer.
that's too much work.
we did not calculate any of this well.
We should just keep going.
Right.
Well, I mean, we don't have transportation. We don't really have money for a coach. We don't have. I mean, there's not a lot of options at this point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
to
you're
get to get somewhere faster, we do have a lead on getting some bikes, but we got to get to the crash site first, and this is on the way anyway. So it'll take us a week. It'll take us a week to get to the crash site. This is just a stop off.
You're right. All right. Onwards. Let's go. We'll rest a bit and then keep walking, and we'll get to Biscuit.
If we double time it, do you think if we don't hold on. Yeah, if we double time it, could we get there a little faster? Like if we just move like really quick, could we cut the time?
You could cut the time if you went faster, but you're also more likely to end up getting some exhaustion and stuff too.
I think worth it, right? Let's go.
Right. Like we'll
Reuniting with Biscuit and that exhaustion.
Right.
I say we get within sight of the place and then rest. If we can do
Okay.
get within sight of the trees and then we take a serious rest. But just stop for the basics until we get there. And maybe that'll cut us down a little bit. But we're definitely not looking for any more elk or searching the sky for birds anymore. The rest of the trip. Right?
Sounds great.
Go.
Okay, so do y'all plan on resting for this evening?
No.
No, let's go.
No? You're going to keep going through the night?
And we're gonna up the pace.
Okay. All right, so you keep going as the sun sets. You keep traveling on through the night. So everybody go
And-
ahead, give me a perception check.
Hold on.
Okay.
For Rose benefit, I'm going to take I'm gonna take a wrench out of my tool set, like a little like a big piece. And I'm gonna use my tinkering, my little tinkering action, to make a wrench that has like a. I'm gonna just like put like a little piece to it on the end so that it glows. I'm gonna hand it to her.
Okay.
Thanks.
You need a flashlight.
Yeah, exactly.
And yes, you just invented the flashlight. Okay. Yeah, so now you have a bright light shining in the middle of the open plains.
It's not a bright light. It shines bright light for like 10 feet. It's a
Yeah.
really small. It's a really small lantern.
Okay. So you're proceeding through the night. Everybody go ahead, give me a perception check now.
13.
Well,
Well, that didn't work. Taryn has a 7.
And Steel?
Where did you go?
Steel, are you muted?
Yes, sorry. Doors are slamming and things are happening. I apologize. 16.
16. Okay, and Halceris got a 19. So, Steel and Halceris, you each notice as you're traveling, off in the distance, it almost looks like you see 2 campfires. One
Close
almost
together.
Yeah, they look like they're pretty close together.
Okay. How far away do I?
Right about now, maybe about 600 feet away from you.
Okay. Let's get within like 300 feet and see if there's any bodies, any people around the campfires.
Okay, so as y'all approach closer, you notice that they're moving.
The campfires are moving?
Well, you see the 2 fires that they seem to be moving around.
Ooh.
Around in general,
Elementals.
moving around in general, or moving forward closer to us, or
It's kind of in general right now.
Okay.
So, did you see something? What, I've got, and Rose just kind of swinging the light in that direction, kind of.
you should make a noise when you swing it.
Is that a cat? What?
So looking at these 2
Are we
little
swinging cats around it again?
Meow.
So looking at these, they seem to be moving fairly erratically, whatever they are, as you get closer.
But
Can
don't
I
see
stealth
any-
a little bit closer? Scout it out?
Okay, you're gonna do stealth.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. What's this? Ooh, that is a 23.
Okay. With a 23, let's see.
I disappear into the night.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you feel like you disappeared.
I feel like I disappeared.
So as you proceed forward, are you trying to stay? Well, everybody's still moving at a pretty quick pace, right?
Yeah, I'm just.
So you slow it down, Taryn. Because if you're trying to be stealthy, you can't keep up the same pace that everybody else is keeping up.
Yeah, they're still moving.
Yep.
I wanted to go check it out, but yeah, that's fine.
Bye.
Okay, as you get closer, you're now about 200 feet away from these things. It's kind of a weird looking visual. It looks like a hand. Each one of these looks like a fiery hand that's just kind of scurrying along the ground.
Can I make an Arcana check on them? Like, can I see what kind of like
Yep.
if this looks like magic?
Go give me Arcana. Matter of fact, Halceris is going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Bless someone.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Okay.
Arcana.
Halceris got a
Okay.
19.
I got a 19 too.
So it's kind of hard to tell with this. It's a fiery hand.
Someone lit thing on fire.
It's clearly magic. And it kind of vaguely reminds you of the things that you fought the night before.
Not again.
And do they look like they're doing anything, or are they just kind of scurrying?
They're just kind of roaming around.
They're not like consuming anything, or like.
I mean, where they're stepping, it's kind of hard to tell from this distance, but it almost seems like they're burning whatever they're touching.
Oh,
Can I? So we're like 200 feet away. You said.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I, like, shoot an arrow in the vicinity, not aiming for one of them?
Okay, what are the ranges? You talking about using your crossbow?
Yeah, it's 80 and 320.
Okay. Yeah, so you just want to kind of shoot one in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give me a percentile die real quick, please.
Oh, Lord have mercy on our souls.
On your souls. I'm not there.
Oh, get out of here. All right, hang on. I found percentile. Let me find my 10. That's not it. Sorry. Did not expect this. Okay. That is a 13.
13. Okay, you shoot it off in that direction, and one of them happens to kind of scurry towards it, and
Okay.
it just misses him.
Jesus. Okay.
And you see it suddenly stop, and then the second one stops, and then they both start charging at the group.
Us?
Oh, not at the arrow.
Oh.
At you. So-
They're slightly more intelligent than we thought.
So as
Okay.
they charge you, I need everybody to first go to battle map 3.
no.
Oh, battle map.
Dun 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 dun.
Hey.
And then go ahead and place
Oh, I
your
think this
token.
makes this even for me scaring off the elk. You just invited them over here.
Sorry, what number did you say?
Battle map 3.
Thank you.
Are these bushes or trees?
Those are bushes.
And are we on the south side or on
So
the
you
north
will
side?
be on the lower left-hand corner of the map.
Okay.
Where you guys go, then I'll just be somewhere else stealthy.
So we're like here
Is that
about.
okay?
Yeah. You're down towards that lower left-hand side there.
I thought maybe they would like eat the arrow.
No,
Well-
now we're even. You have no right to be upset at me for scaring
We
off.
weren't trying to ride the fire hands.
Why did you provoke them?
I thought I was giving them food, like kindling. I don't know. I don't know what these are. I don't even know what to do with
Listen.
animals that aren't on fire.
Okay. It's all calm down.
Yep.
We
So
can,
at,
we can,
this, at this point, everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Rose having a bad day.
I know
that
we're
was
all cranky. Nobody got any sleep last night. It's
that
okay.
was almost a 2, but it's an 18.
Mine is a
Just
9.
kidding. It is actually a 21.
21.
20.
Okay.
I got a 6.
I got an 18.
Halceris also got an 18.
Wonderful.
Cyrus is copying a lot of people today.
I'm rolling really good for Halceris right now.
Definitely. Keep that.
Just
up.
keep that up. Yeah. Yeah, we need that.
Yep.
You don't
Okay.
even have to roll for the baddies. We can just, hit and do max damage and
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that one.
No. Okay, who got a 20 or up?
me.
Echo
Would you get Echo?
23.
23. Okay, so Echo's first. And you had a 21 row?
I did.
Okay, 15 to 20.
Sorry,
got
I was a 22. My bad.
Okay.
But like,
Oh.
sorry.
What'd you get, Taryn?
I got 18.
18. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna go before Alceris. Yeah, your dex is definitely higher than his. And Steel, you said you got a what?
6.
6. Okay.
Bring up the rear, guys.
Yep.
Let's do this.
Okay. So, first up in this encounter is gonna be Echo.
Oh,
followed by Ro.
I'll just run towards them and throw a javelin, I guess.
Okay.
Wait, how did they react to the crossbow? Like, did they,
Oh, they started charging.
but they didn't like eat up the crossbow, like it didn't.
So no, they
Okay.
just
Just as a point, they couldn't eat up the crossbow because it was a bolt of light.
Yep.
Oh, well, my javelin's not a bolt of light, but I'm gonna throw it at them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take my 30 feet of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is not very far. Oh, that was. 1, 2, 3. And throw a javelin. Actually, will a javelin hit that far? The range is 30/120. I don't think it will.
What range?
So you can get it that far, but it will be at disadvantage.
Ugh. All right, I'll just use. Can I just dash and then? So,
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna dash a little bit and then make it 60 movement. So
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's
Alrighty. All right. Next up is Ro. Followed by
So
Taryn.
she's gonna take off after Echo. Oh God, hang on. Sorry, I lost the battle map. Zooming in is really hard. So yeah, she's gonna piece up after Echo 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 49, 60, and also dash, and she's gonna end up hereabouts.
Okay. All right. Next up. Anything else?
I think that's all I can do.
Okay, Taryn, you are up. Followed by Halceris.
So I'll just stick to the back. I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35. Just move here. Actually, yeah, I'll dash. Also dash, so that's 35 more. So 35. So I'll just move here and just do my best to stick to the shadows.
Okay. So you're still
We're
trying to stay
such a-
stealthy?
Yeah.
Okay, give
We're
me
such a dashing group.
I see what you did there.
Hey, leave the dad jokes to the cancer dads.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're about to be a hot group.
Gotta catch me first.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Yep. All right, go ahead, give me a
We're
stealth,
lit.
Taryn.
We're lit, guys.
Oh
Stealth.
my God. It's like, it is literally like a dad using their,
It is literally.
there's a
a
dad
dad.
using pop culture words and
15.
15, okay. Let's see. Okay.
And now I'll end my turn there.
Okay.
That's it.
Halceris. He's gonna move up. And he would have changed his spells up, so he is gonna cast Bless. What can he reach? That's the question. No, he can't. Not yet. Okay. So he is going to work his way up with the dash as well. And then that'll be his turn. So next up is these creatures.
I don't like the description of them like a hand. It makes me feel icky inside.
It's gonna grab you.
They got a movement. Okay.
Is this on?
2, 3, 4, 5. And actually, they're going to dash as well.
No.
You really didn't have to. Like, take your time. There's no rush.
Don't worry, sweetie. We'll be here.
Yep. No, they're coming to shake hands. They want to say hello.
I don't want to shake hands.
Social distancing. Say hi from there.
Oh no! See, they'll just burn away all the bad germs. They'll be fine.
That doesn't make me feel better. That makes me feel worse. I am the bad germ here.
All right, that is their turn. So now we go to Steel.
Okay. How can do? I'm having trouble counting these. How far away am I from these things? Let's see.
You're like 75 away
About
from
70.
the top.
Yeah, about 75 away from the bottom one.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So there's my movement. And I'm within 60 of the bottom one, right?
Yeah, I think you're actually within 60 of both of them.
That's what I was hoping for, but I'm just going after the bottom one. I need it to make a Constitution saving throw, please. I'm gonna cause a little, like, grab some of the mist around me and create a little frosty coldness and shoot it over at it.
Okay.
Try to put out the flames.
Okay. Well, I just rolled a natural 20 for a saving throw.
And I did not.
Yeah.
End of turn.
Dang.
Okay.
Savage to himself.
It's the problem with cantrips, man. They
I mean, it
succeed
just
and it's
kind
nothing.
of, like, you know, it's good. It's good.
Yeah. You see the frost hit it and it just kind of evaporates. All right, we are back up to the top of the round with Echo.
All right. So I'm going to aim for the one that's on top of me, like nearest to Ro.
Okay.
And I'm going to chuck my javelin at it, kind of like aim back and throw.
Okay. Go ahead, give me an attack roll.
That's a 9 score. Is a 13 hit?
13, you miss it as it kind of goes in between two of the fingers of this hand.
Okay. I don't do anything else. I just kind of sit there
Okay.
like upset. I will retrieve that javelin later.
Okay. Ro, you are up, followed by Taryn.
All right, so I'm going to shoot my crossbow up at this boy or
Okay.
girl or anything.
Hand.
Yep.
Hand, I think, is the appropriate term.
Yeah. The
Okay,
hand that's on the
this-
top.
Appendage
Actually, some of them go by it.
Flaming
Yeah.
appendage.
thing.
Okay.
That is I totally know how to do math. 14 to hit.
So same thing. You shoot the air and you see the bolt of light just go right in between the fingers.
And that's with the bonus, right? With the +1 from the.
Yeah, I have that added in my sheet already. Thank you for reminding.
Just checking.
Yeah, that's that. I guess yeah, nope, that's that. Yep.
Yep. Okay. All right, Taryn, you are up.
I would like to let me zoom in a bit right there. So I could it's a little bit too much. Zoom on back. So 5, 10, 15. So I'll draw one of my short swords and move here. Yeah. Right here. And trying to remain as stealthy as I can.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another stealth roll.
Yeah, we're getting all spicy with the stealth rolls.
Fine.
That will be a 22.
Okay.
I am one of the night.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Halceris's turn. Halceris is going to kind of move a little bit closer. Not too close, though. And now that he's within range, he is going to cast Bless on Ro, Echo, and Steel. So as he grabs his holy symbol, you all feel kind of like a surge of energy go through you, and you now get to add a D4 to all of your attack rolls and saving throws. Alrighty. Next is the hands. So this one comes down, gets right up to Ro.
Oh god, it's creepy. It's creepy.
How big are these things?
They're roughly the size of a small dog.
No,
wow.
it's creepy. No, it's close.
So yeah, no, so they're about the size of a dog.
Oh, that is a big. Yo, Kawhi Leonard's hands are on fire, just out here touching people.
Yep. And so each one of them, as it approaches, you see some of the fingers just kind of spread out towards you, and a small jet flame just kind of comes out in a cone towards each of you. I need both Ro and Echo to give me a dexterity saving throw.
We have our +4, right?
Yes, you do.
You're okay. You got this.
That's a 20. That's a 22? 20,
Okay.
no, 21. 21.
20.
Okay. And 20. Okay, so each of you succeeded. You kind of try to dodge out of the way. You do still, however, take 5 points of fire damage.
So, ow! It's creepy and it hurts.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can't. Hold
Ow.
on.
All right. So that is their turn. We now go to Steel.
All right, so seeing the cone of fire is not exciting for me. So how about they can they can make it. The one at the bottom can take another con saving throw, please.
Okay. It's going to be a 21.
Come on.
Yo, these hands mad crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20.
So again, you see the frost just kind of coalesce around it, and then just evaporates into steam.
I'm gonna move up there. Hate you
Okay.
things. And I've got my mace ready to go.
Okay. All right. Echo, we are back at the top with you.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I'm gonna go towards the one that's near Steel and just aim at it with my double-bladed scimitar. Just
Okay.
swipe at it. Swipe, whack, whatever.
Yep. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Ooh, come on. Natural 20 plus 5 is 25.
Nice. Yeah, you hit it.
Don't. I was gonna say plus that D4.
Oh, that's a 28. Oh, wait,
Okay.
I rolled it before.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
a 2 plus, yeah, so 24 plus 26. All right.
Yeah, you hit it.
So 2d4 plus 2. And is that,
And you double the dice.
okay. Thank you. I'm not used to rolling real dice. Oh, that fell. 4 plus 7 damage times 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18.
It'd be 14 because the plus 2 at the end
All right.
isn't doubled.
No, I did that. Wait.
Yeah, you only double the dice.
You can either roll the twice the amount of dice or you can roll and then double it.
Yeah.
So in that case, it'd be 14 plus 2. Right? Because your original was 7.
So I got 7, so 2. Okay.
So it's 14
14.
plus.
Gotcha.
So how much total is it?
16.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
As you swing through you go through the hand. You feel like you may have done something to it, but there's just nothing solid that you're striking.
So do I do damage or no?
You feel like you may have, just not quite what you were expecting.
Did some damage there, a little bit.
You kind of see like some of the fire kind of get like pulled away from it, and it twitches a little bit.
Fizzles a little bit.
Yeah, then I just kind of pulled back the scimitar and just look at it.
Okay. All right, Ro, you're up.
Ro is literally just like, "Ugh, ugh, ugh." And she's just gonna hit it with her rapier. Oh, I had a question actually. Is it do I have to use an action or a bonus action to switch from crossbow to melee weapon?
If you just drop the crossbow, you can pull your weapon out as a free action.
All right, yeah. So she's gonna like chuck the crossbow so it doesn't light on fire, like 5 feet away.
Okay.
And then pull her rapier out and just kind of like, ooh.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Okay, if you insist. That's a 19 to hit.
That you hit it right in one of its fingernails.
That was without bless, but I'm sorry. I also forgot. Do I add bless to the damage also? No, right?
Not to the damage.
That's what I thought. Okay. Come on. And that is 10 damage.
Okay. And same thing with this one. As your rapier goes into it, you don't really feel like you're hitting anything. But you do see it kind of where you hit it did kind of flare up a little bit.
Oh god, they're so gross. And that's her turn.
Okay. Taryn, you are up.
Okay, so what I would like to do is the same thing. So I'm gonna move you. So right here. Right here. While I'm moving, I want to draw my other short sword. And then as well, trying to stay as stealthy as I can.
Okay. Go give me another stealth roll.
Stealth roll. Will they not be able to see me this encounter? That is an 18.
18, okay. We shall see.
Lord.
All right, Halceris's turn. Let's see what else does Halceris have here?
Throw another cantrip at him. Come on.
Yeah, no, he is going to go ahead and try to use Toll the Dead on the one fighting Ro.
Okay.
That'll make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Weird glowing hand can't be wise, right? Come on.
Yeah, no, that failed.
They ran towards us.
So it is going to take a D12 of damage.
Oh.
So 6 damage. As you see the hand in front of you, Ro, just start twitching.
Oh, jeez, oh god. Oh.
All right. And next up, we have the hands. So first I need to see if they get their ability back. All right. And okay. So the one facing off against you, Ro, you see its fingers start to move again, and another jet of fire comes out at you. Go ahead, give me another dexterity saving throw.
That is a 22.
All right. You succeed. You manage to dodge out of the way, but you still take 6 points of fire damage.
If you insist.
The other one did not get his ability back, however, but one of the fingers lashes out at you, Echo. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And so you take 7 points of fire damage as the finger kind of reaches out and just smacks you across the chest. Just and that is, and you all notice as this is happening, another one appears over at the top of the rocks there at the top.
No. Oh God, it's there. There's another one.
All
These
right.
Stupid hands.
We next go down to Steel.
Okay. So I'm gonna pick up my mace, which now has a light glow to it. You guys will notice, and a couple of like little bits added onto it. And I'm gonna try to hit it with that.
Okay, and what are those extra bits and stuff? The light?
It's my
One of your
If I eat it-
infusions, right?
yeah, it's my infusion. Yeah, it's one of my infusions.
Okay. And which one is it? Just the +1?
It is. I'm trying to pull it up. It's the throne weapon, I think. But hold on. I gotta find. I know another way I get that. I'm trying to pull it up because D&D Beyond is being slow. So.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, D&D Beyond doesn't show me what active things I selected. So I have to edit
Yeah.
my character. And look at my infusions. There we go. Returning. Yep, it's the returning weapon.
So the returning one. Okay.
It's got kind of like a couple of little like nozzle looking things on one side of it, and it looks kind of weird, but it counts as magic. That's what matters.
Okay.
And for this one, and I'm going to hit the one in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
That is a 16 with my. Or wait, hold on, let me double check. See, now I have to go back.
So you did you add your D4 as well?
No, I did not. I did not add my D4.
Because you do have bless as well.
That's a 4. Woohoo! And oh yeah, well no, I have a +2 with the mace to attack, so that's a +3. So 15, 16, 17, 18. +4, 30, so 22? 22 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay. Woohoo! And that is a D6.
Wow.
Yay! 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
4 points of bludgeoning damage. As you strike it, you feel almost as if the full force of what you just did actually impacted it. As you see the hand just kind of cave down a little bit, but it's still moving around.
Okay.
So the fire on that one though is looking a little more unstable though. Like fire's just kind of jumping out of it a little bit.
Can
All
I
right.
call out, Ro, try using the bow. Get away from that thing.
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right. Back to the top of the round
Rhinoceros.
with Echo.
You're muted, Echo.
Thank you. So let's go with the scimitar again. Just gonna swipe through it.
Okay.
The other.
Give me an attack roll.
Oh, that's not gonna hit. Yeah, that's a 9.
Yep. Now, as you go and swing, you see the fingers just kind of move out of the way. They separate, and you just go right between the fingers. Man.
Well,
All right.
sure.
Ro, you are up.
All right. So I'm gonna use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move back 1, 2, 3, 4, like 20 feet, 30 feet, so like hereabouts. And can I use a bonus action like as I'm running away to like just like dump some water on it and see what happens?
From what?
Or if not, totally fine. I'm just kind of like, ugh.
So what are you
from,
using to dump water on it?
Like, you know,
From
like
the
if we
water
have
skin?
like a little like you know, like a little like ration pouch or something with some water.
So you want to pull out your water skin, open it, try to splash water on it, and run away?
Yeah, if possible. If not,
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and let you do that.
all right.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay.
I'll let you do that as a bonus action.
That is an 18.
Okay, you see the water, a little bit of the water splashes out, hits the hand, and just evaporates
All right,
from the steam.
The water doesn't work. Now I ran away.
Okay. All right. Yep. So that's your action, bonus action, movement. Okay.
Yep.
Taryn.
Super done.
The elf wonder will run. Right here by this here fella.
Okay.
Those two, and I will short sword attack. Good thing I use all that time and movement to bring out both of them. First attack. Let's see. Almost hurt myself. Well, that is 9.
Yep. No.
Nice.
First one, you see the hand just kind of skitters away from you.
Your fingers are mine. Bonus action.
Offhand.
Yeah, offhand strike.
Okay.
And that will be a 13.
13. The fingers just move out of the way as you swing down at it.
All that time, and I missed everything. All right, and that'll be the end. Terran's turn.
All right. So next up is Halceris. Halceris, seeing Echo in trouble, runs up next by Echo, and he's going to go ahead cast a Cure Wounds on you.
Oh, so nice.
And that's going to be for 7 points of healing.
Oh, thank you.
So stay in there, hang in there.
I'm trying.
Then he's going to use his last 10 feet of movement to kind of back up a bit. He just runs in, taps you on the shoulder, and backs up. All right, next up we have the hands.
I hate them so much.
The hand.
Okay, that one and that one. Okay. So, the one that's in the middle of all of you is actually going to lash out at Taryn
No, what would you want to do that?
because you just came in and attacked it.
These two guys have been attacking it the whole time. It's fine. It's okay.
You're the last one to attack it.
It's fine. It's all.
That is going to be a 13 to hit you. All right. And then this one.
Do not scurry after me, I swear to God.
Scurries down after Halceris.
Okay, that's maybe worse.
No.
And that's going to be a 12, which I don't think is going to hit. Nope. So that misses Halceris. Then this one, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see it just kind of start floating up in the air and coming up over the bushes towards you. And it's actually going to go ahead and 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So it's going to actually dash as well.
I just remembered something.
What you remember?
I doubt that I had time to pick up my crossbow, did I?
No, you did not.
We didn't.
Yep. Okay.
That's what I thought your bonus action would have been, but you just wanted to put water on it.
Yep. Nope. So your crossbow is currently on the ground. Matter of fact, let me
Yeah, maybe
1
so
second here.
So I can run over there like an idiot.
We shall say your crossbow
Great.
is
Lovely.
right where that blue diamond is.
Perfect.
Gotta go grab that.
Love to see it.
We
Yep.
really do, don't we?
Mm-hmm. All right, next up, Steel. Then we'll go back to the top of the round.
I'm really upset that these hands
Okay.
are a small dog.
I'm just mad. We're gonna hit it again.
Okay.
Smack it.
So defeated. I'm just gonna hit it again.
Natural 20.
All right. Go ahead, give me damage.
9 points of
Circle.
bludgeoning damage.
All right. As you come down on it with your mace and you strike into the back of the hand, you just see the flame just and burst out. And it's gone.
Okay. Well, that was easier than I thought it was. Maybe don't use frost on him. Okay. Next one.
Okay. Are you going to move or are you good?
Yeah, sure. I guess.
You don't have to. I'm just asking.
No, I'm going to.
Okay.
Gotta come here and help him.
Okay. All right. We are back at the top of the round now with Echo.
I'm going to go towards the one that's near Rose's crossbow
Okay.
and swing at it with my javelin. Not my javelin, my double-bladed scimitar. Sorry. Got
Okay.
confused with my weapons because there's a crossbow too.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead. Give me an attack roll.
Do I still have bless?
Yes.
Okay, I mean I got a 19, but whatever. Plus 3 is 22.
Okay. Yeah,
Plus-
that's going to hit.
Plus
Yeah.
4 is 22.
That hits.
And damage. 6 plus 2 is 8 damage.
Okay. And again, just like last time, you don't feel like you made a lot of impact hitting it.
Even if I'm like plunging through it, nothing.
No, I mean you do see some of the flames kind of go out of the hand when you hit it, but you're not hitting anything solid with it.
This is so disappointing. That's my
Okay. Ro, you're up.
Oh God. Okay. So the crossbow is blue diamond, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna run on over there, pick up my gosh darn crossbow.
Okay.
Oh.
So action to pick up.
Bonus action.
Okay. So I'll pick it up. Notch and fire.
How
Okay.
about I
You don't have to notch.
Yeah, you
Oh
don't
right,
have to
because it's
notch
a
on that,
bolt
yeah.
of. You're right.
So which one are you shooting at?
The one right in front of Echo.
Okay.
That is a 23 to hit.
That's gonna hit it.
24, actually, if we're gonna be accurate here.
Okay.
And that I already forgot about the bless again. So higher, but we hit.
Yeah, you hit.
And then 5 damage.
Like for sure.
5 damage.
Like 5.
Okay.
DM is like, please never again.
You see the bolt just kind of go into it, and then almost looks like it impacts it as some flame kind of goes out the back of it.
God, I hate these things.
All right, Taryn, you are up.
Well, since let's try this again. 5, 10, 15 right here to attack this old buddy right there.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
12.
20 is gonna hit.
12. No, 12.
Oh, 12. Oh, yeah, no.
I'm using the wrong dice. All right, I'm gonna use my good dice. So yeah, bonus action offhand.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Yeah, no, this thing just does not want to be hit by you. As it keeps skittering around the ground.
I growl in frustration, and I'll just end my turn there.
Okay. Halceris does not want to be close to this thing. So he is going to go ahead and take his action to disengage. And move back over this way. I'm trying to keep him alive because I'd hate to kill his character while he is not here.
Oh, what's the fun in that?
I know, right? So, all right. Next up, we got the hands. So first, we've got to see if he gets his back. Okay. 1, 2. So the one that is engaged with Steel and Tyrion looks over at both, or kind of moves over towards both of you, puts his fingers out again, and I need each of you to give me a dexterity saving throw as a cone of fire comes at you.
I don't know why this makes me so uncomfortable, but it makes me think of like Edgar Allan Poe things.
What the hell's going on?
But it's just fire. It's not even like.
But in my head, it's hands.
Or...
You know.
Got a 9.
9, okay. Steel.
With my D4. That's a 5.
Okay. Yeah, so you each take 10 points of fire damage.
Oof.
I am going to instead, I'm going to use my absorb elements.
Okay, so you take 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Right. And then the other one kind of turns towards Echo, and another jet cone of fire comes out of the fingertips on this one. I need Echo and Taryn to both make dexterity saving throws because you are within the 15 feet of this cone.
Well, nice knowing you all. 17.
16.
Okay. All right, you both succeed. So you only take 6 points of fire damage.
Only.
Take 6 points of fire damage. Only.
A lot of
It could have
points
been a
at
lot
this
worse.
level.
All right, that is the hand's turn.
Well,
All right,
that's
Steel, you
that's
were up.
Okay. I'm going to take my now lightly fiery mace. And that is. Let's see. 22 to hit.
That is going to hit.
All right. And we got a 4 points of, 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 2 points of fire damage.
Okay, so as you swing down with your mace, you see the fire kind of burst from your mace and get absorbed into the hand. But however, as your mace hits the hand, it just kind of bursts out like the other one did. And that one is no longer on the field.
All right.
right. Anything
Hit him
else?
with fire, guys. Hit him with fire.
Like the force of my fiery personality?
Yeah.
Yeah, go with that.
Great.
All right, we are back to the top of the round with Echo.
Wonderful. Oh, goodness. I'm just gonna punch this.
You're gonna run up to it and punch it?
Well, I'm already kind of in front of it, so I'm just gonna. Will I take damage if I punch it?
There's only one way to find out.
I'm gonna punch a fiery hand. It'll be fine.
Fine, I'll just use my scimitar.
Look, I didn't. You could
I'm
punch it. Or kick it
Whatever.
with your
I'm
boots.
not smart. I'll punch it. I'll punch it.
Okay.
Do I still have? Forget.
I'm a dummy. I'll hit it.
Yeah, you still have. Oh, actually, hold on. I forgot to. Yeah, no, you still have less.
Okay. All right. That's a 15 plus 4 is 19, and a 3 damage.
Or 3 damage?
Yep.
Okay, so you punch it, and your hand just kind of goes through the flames. Your hand feels a little hot, almost as if you just kind of swung it through like a campfire real quick. You don't take any damage from it, but you also didn't really feel like you impacted much either.
Darn it.
All right, anything else?
That's it.
All right, next up is Ro.
We gonna shooty shoot.
All right. Give
There
me that attack
is-
roll.
Okay. That is a 22 to hit.
22.
Actually, that is just for fun. That's a 25 to hit.
25 is gonna hit.
And that is 6 damage.
6 damage. So, go ahead and describe this for us.
All right. So, Ro is just like, God, they're so gross. Like, aims, fires the arrow. It does the and then it's gone.
Yep. And with that, the light from the fire of these little hands goes out, and you are now standing in the middle of the plains at night. And I think this is probably going to be a good time for us to go ahead and take a quick break. So we're going to take a 5-minute break so we can get some water, stuff like that. Don't forget, during the break though, you can actually ask us questions. So all you got to do is type in questions, all capital, in the Twitch chat, and when we come back, we'll answer about 2 or 3 of those questions before we get back into the action.
To be or not to be? They say that is the question. But I'm asked the other question. Have you checked out the Games Tavern Patreon? You most definitely should, because it's the best way to support the show. Just go to patreon.com/thegamestavern, it's one word, and you get your hands on the amazing content. The latest updates include early access to interviews from the Games Tavern Happy Hour, the miniatures paint plans from That Mini's Paint Show, and battle maps and plugin encounters in your games. Go check them out.
So, don't forget, when we reach 500 bits, we award random inspiration to a character. And if you cheer 1,000 bits, you get to pick which character gets inspiration. And we have a channel goal of 50 subs. So we just hit 23. And thank you guys for all the follows.
We also are currently doing our giveaway. So if you type in if you type in !epic in Twitch chat to enter, you can win both a Cobalt Press Creature Codex digital book and the Epic Character Generator, which allows you to create realistic avatars for your characters from Overhead Games. You do have to be in chat when we announce the winner in order to win, and we'll be right back in just a few short minutes.
Hi, it's me, Scalathrax. When I'm not rampaging the world, and trying to destroy everything in sight, I'm rampaging for new 5th edition monsters for my dungeons. And whether you need scuttling dungeon denizens, alien horrors, or sentient avatars of the World Tree, the Creature Codex has you covered. Nearly 400 new foes for your 5th edition game. Everything from acid ants and grave behemoths to void giants and zombie lords. 424 pages of monsters. They include a dozen new demons and 5 new angels, wasteland dragons and dinosaurs, all new golems, which include the Altar Flame Golem, the Doom Golem, and Keg Golem. And who doesn't want a few extra Keg Golems around their dungeon party? There's also elemental lords and animal lords to challenge powerful parties, chieftains and other leaders for ratfolk, centaurs, goblins, trollkin, and much more. New undead, including a Hierophant Lich to menace lower-level characters, and so much more. Use them in your favorite published setting, or populate the dungeons of your 5e world of your own creation. Pick up a Creature Codex from koboldpress.com today and surprise your players with monsters they won't be expecting.
Hey, thanks for watching the show. It looks like you're having a great time. Let me tell you really quick about That Many's Paint Show. Every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every show, the host and their guests will be painting miniatures live on stream. They'll walk you through all the different techniques and products they use to paint miniatures to a high standard in a quick and easy fashion. They'll show you all the different things live, and on top of that, the audience gets to ask questions, and we're going to answer them live on stream. If you've always wanted to learn how to paint miniatures, this is a great way to do so. And on top of that, you can paint while you're painting with us too, and chat with us and tell us about your projects and share your pictures of your miniatures as well. We love it when people share their miniatures with us. So remember, That Many's Paint Show, every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, only on the Games Tavern Network.
All right, and we are back from our break. So we all got a chance to go refill our glasses, take a quick moment to ourselves, and we're back. Get back to the action here very soon. We did have a couple of questions though during the break. The first question we had was from Stamosis, asking how we were all doing today. So, I mean, I know I'm doing good. It's been a couple weeks since we've done this, so I'm glad to be back with everybody. But what about you all?
I'm happy to be back.
Yeah.
Last week. It's a little hot over here, so I'm struggling with that. But apart from that, I'm glad to be back with you all.
Yeah, seconded. Very hot. Very excited to be here. Definitely missed the team and all you guys last week. It was a dull Monday without you.
Yep, I'm feeling it. Pretty much. I'm just glad to be playing, and yeah, we missed. It didn't feel like a complete week. It just felt kind of unfinished because we didn't get to do anything.
No, definitely. How about you, Taryn?
Yeah, thirded. It's. I'm glad to be back. It is pretty hot. Today was a hot day.
Yeah,
I did not like to be outside today, but good to be back. It's been a while since we got into the dirty deeds, so let's get going.
And a good friend, Helsairs, though.
Yeah. Well, he should be rejoining us next week, so we'll have that lovely accent of his. Let's see. The other question we had was from Warrior Streak. How much are these spells like things raging across the plains? So, like these creatures and the ones that they all fought last session, they're almost like feral animals. They're just kind of wandering this area right now, and they're just really set up for destruction. They're just kill anything and everything they see in their path.
Like Taryn.
But I mean, the group just hasn't. Group has never really seen. They've seen this. Some of them have seen the spells before, but they haven't seen them quite acting on their own, which is a little weird.
Can they be befriended?
There is really only one way to answer that question. That isn't there.
Using my animal handling.
This wouldn't be animal handling.
Feral handling, I don't know.
But
Arcana? Question mark.
So I am almost positive this is not the last time you will encounter creatures like this.
Perfect. Wonderful.
Oh,
Can't
wonderful.
wait.
Everybody likes that.
I was trying to feed them and they attacked.
No, that
Elves wouldn't do that.
But you fed them with a hostile action, so there's that.
You're not wrong, but you're also not right. So
yeah. So we'll see. All right, so let's go ahead and get back into it as the last blow was struck to the last burning hand. I need everybody to go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm tired. Okay, I know. That is a
20.
17 for me.
Okay, 17 for you.
Comes out to an 18.
18. Ro and Echo, I think you all both talked at the same time, so I couldn't catch.
Echo got a 23.
23, okay. Ro?
12.
12.
Ooh.
Okay, you actually all make it. You do not take a point of exhaustion yet. Okay. So you just made it. But
Oh, yep, that me just making it.
yep. So, do you all wish to continue on?
Before we do anything, I'll put a hand on my chest and who I hold in my little necklace. My necklace glows a little green, like a dull green color, and I will cast Cure Wounds on myself because I'ma need that. You need all those little bitty health points.
While he is currently getting healed up, we had a cheer for inspiration, so we need to roll that.
Oh, nice.
Thanks, the mostest.
Yay!
So
Yeah,
let me go ahead. Let's see. I'm not going to give it to Halceris only because he's not here right now.
That'll be a beautiful gift to come back to, though.
So
So somebody make sure you donate specifically to Halceris so
Yep.
that he can have it when he comes back.
So based off of my roll, Ro, you have inspiration.
Whee!
And you may need it.
Ro-
So that before
Ro
you
already
collapse.
has inspiration.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she has.
Oh, he's got a little
inspiration.
coin.
I have
Oh.
inspiration that I never used.
So then I will give it to the next one in line. So Echo.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay.
It must be nice to receive inspiration.
Must be nice to receive healing.
Yeah,
As Aaron,
don't cast Cure Wounds on yourself, and maybe you'll get inspiration.
Oh,
next.
well,
yeah,
next time
yeah,
when
that-
someone has 1 hit point, maybe somebody else cast.
Maybe they should just fall over.
remember this.
How's Ro and Echo looking right now?
Better than me.
I don't know, how are y'all
Better than you,
looking?
But not great. I'm looking bloodied.
I could be better, but
Well,
hang in there.
who looks hurt worse? Do we think? Because I think
Probably.
I would say I think you got hit pretty hard, hit a couple times.
I'm
Echo?
just a lowly human, but I can stumble along for longer if need be.
Stumbling
Ugh.
is the key
Go
word.
ahead and take a nap.
Ro, you don't even let people help you. Fine. I cast Cure Wounds on Ro.
Okay.
And here. Yeah. Almost begrudgingly.
Well, I didn't say you had to do anything.
Shut it. Just you see, the proper response is thank you, Steel.
Thank you, Steel.
All right. 9 points of healing.
Whew. Like washes over in like a Thank you.
Nice. Not to have to heal yourself.
Uh-huh.
And I'm off into the bush.
There's like a bush.
I'm off into the bush.
Okay. What are you doing in the bush?
Guys, maybe we need to give him some privacy for a minute. Let's
I'm stealthing into the bush.
What? What's in the bush?
What's in the bush?
Terran's in the bush.
Oh, we got that part.
Yeah.
yeah, Steel just
Okay.
always assumes that you're pooping. Always, every time.
Oh, 100%.
All right. So are
Man,
you
he's
all
having a rough day.
Are
Terran
you all
poops on
planning on
trees.
continuing, or are you stopping for the night?
Up to
Yeah,
you
let's keep
guys. We can do whatever you want.
You gonna keep going?
Yeah, let's keep going.
What
Okay.
time is it? Like how much?
So it's a couple hours past sundown. So probably about 9-10 o'clock ish.
I'm
For a couple more hours.
not tired. You're tired.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. All right. So the next hour goes by. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
How many hours have we been awake at this point?
Yeah, you're going on. This will be 11 hours now.
11. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad.
19.
8 for Terran. That fight took a lot out of him.
15 for Ro.
Okay.
18. Sorry.
Okay. No. So a couple of y'all do notice some shadows kind of running through the plains a little bit. From what you have seen before, it may be some wolves. It might be some stray dogs, maybe.
Ro's gonna try and be very quiet.
Okay.
I too would like to be quiet.
Okay. So it looks like we actually got another inspiration from KERR did 1,000 bits to give inspiration to Tavern.
I have inspiration now.
So
I've joined the club.
thank you for that.
Thank you.
Are you going to use it on your own cure wounds?
Possibly, yes.
Okay, so with that, another hour has gone by. I need you all to give me another Constitution saving throw.
All over.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Inspiration is a reroll, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use that because I got a nat 1.
Okay, yep.
A nat 1, and you're re-rolling to not fall asleep while you're standing.
Dirty 20.
That's lost to the
Okay, so we got a dirty 20 for Echo. We got a natural 20 for Steel.
16 for me.
16 for Tavern. All right. And
I got
Ro?
a 9.
A 9 with that you suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
Nobody saw that coming. Woo.
You mean you weren't exhausted before?
What are the effects again?
So you have disadvantage on all ability checks while you're at level 1 of exhaustion.
Great. Love that. Watch me trip over myself, guys.
Okay. So, do you continue to proceed, or do you choose to just stop now for the evening?
We went for an hour.
That was for another hour, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
So, if you continue this throughout the night, every hour you will have to do another Constitution saving throw, and the DC of that each time goes up for every additional hour.
I think we should rest. Ro doesn't look too great. Kind of want to give her some time.
We could push on for 2 more hours, I think.
I think we should rest.
Alceris chimes in. He thinks that you should rest too.
Whatever you guys want to do, we can keep going.
Do I have an idea of how much farther we have to go?
So if you look at the map, the blue diamond currently is where you are at. So you're roughly about halfway there from your initial journey.
But okay, so we traveled through the night and we traveled at like double
So you've
speed.
only done 4 hours through the additionally.
But
Well, no,
throughout
3
the whole
hours.
day,
I'm sorry. You've done.
But
an
throughout
addition-
throughout the whole day, we decided to move at fast pace, right?
No, it wasn't until the afternoon, towards the evening, when you decided to change to a faster pace. Is when you all were debating whether you were going to stop or not.
Well, I currently have 6 hit points, so yeah, sure. Let's take a long rest. Let's take a rest.
Okay.
Can I just walk over to Ro and just kind of push her shoulder and see if she falls back? Yep.
Yeah, let's take a rest
definitely
here.
need that rest.
Okay. So you all try to find yourself a nice little campsite. Go ahead and give me a survival roll for whoever wants to find that.
If I tried and helped, you'd probably be at disadvantage. So
I think Steel and Tavern can take care of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll help you out.
yeah, you're busy pushing me over.
So do I have advantage or is just a regular roll?
Yep. No, you'll get advantage because you and Steel are working together on. And Alceris is kind of helping you out too.
Roll me the money. That will be a 21.
21. Yep, you're able to find a kind of secluded little area amongst some bushes. A tree kind of hanging overhead that you're able to
Climb. Yep, I'm up there.
So do you all intend on setting a fire for this evening?
I mean,
Nah, I don't think it's.
I'm good without. I think.
Ro has her flashlight, so
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So who is going to take the first watch?
Not it.
Well, actually, Halceris chimes in. That Halceris will take the first watch
Okay.
because he didn't actually really suffer much damage during that fight. So
Must be nice.
I'll take the second then.
okay.
I'll take third, last, whatever.
Rose sleeps like a log.
Yep. So
Take it
Ro.
required of me, but I'm also gonna just crash.
Okay. All right. So we go with the first watch for Halceris. Goes by fairly quietly. He wakes you up, Steel. So your turn to take the watch. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
12.
The next couple hours go by. You do hear some faint howling way off in the distance. Doesn't sound like it's anywhere close to you. You do kind of listen to it for a little while, and it almost sounds like it's kind of going further away from you. But pretty uneventful. All right. So next up, I think Taryn was taking the next watch.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me perception.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Partway through your watch, you do see what almost looks like one of those black orbs that you all saw the night before, but it's way off in the distance and it's actually kind of moving away from you. You kind of keep an eye on it for a little while and it eventually just kind of disappears behind some hills.
Okay.
But other than that, the rest of the
Okay,
evening
myself.
goes by uneventful.
I'm in the tree, by the way. Just wanted to.
Yep.
All right, cool. Always in a tree. Awesome.
Sam is like, yup.
We get
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So you all come awake the next day, kind of a little later in the morning than usual. Ro, your point of exhaustion is now gone.
Whew. That was a rough there for a bit.
Feeling better?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sleep does wonders. Gotta get that beauty rest.
Poke as you did.
Her hair is like squished on one side. She has to like rearrange her braids a little.
All right. The morning is now yours. You wish to proceed on further.
We certainly do.
Okay. And you're doing a quickened pace like last time?
Heck
One
yeah.
second.
Oh, sorry. Nope. Not yet.
Sorry. I'm just checking one thing. I apologize. Before we get going, I'm gonna take my I'm gonna take my hammer and
Okay.
I'm gonna set it down. I'm gonna do some like adjustments, take some things off of it, and I'm gonna set out in front of me a little like a little coffee pot thing, a couple of little pieces of like arcane elements and the onyx gem that I got, the black onyx.
Okay.
And I'm going to create my homunculus. I'm just gonna put the gem inside of the pot, and then I'm gonna do a little like spell over it, and all the parts kind of come together, so it becomes this almost like a crow, but with like a pot belly that has a little spigot on the end.
Okay.
Feels very Full Metal Alchemist right now.
Yeah.
I was waiting for this.
Yeah. So I have a homunculus servant that is a flying bird-like coffee pot.
Okay.
It's like and it has like the it can be filled with coffee. It does not make its own, sadly, but it can be filled with coffee.
The coffee.
And it's gonna just perch on my shoulder, and every once in a while it'll take off and kind of fly around, but it's going to try to keep an eye out in the skies for us for a little bit.
Okay.
What are you gonna name it?
Its name is actually Cafe.
Sorry?
Cafe.
Cafe.
It's jet black. The whole thing is.
Okay.
That is amazing.
Cafe. I like it.
Amazing.
With a little accent on the.
It can be said either way. I'm just saying.
Cafe.
Cafe.
Okay. So you create your little homunculus as you prepare to set out for the morning, and you all travel at a fast pace, you said, right?
Very fast, yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me perception rolls for the morning, please.
If you insist.
12.
Only because you asked. 14.
14.
15.
15, okay.
5.
5.
Phil is very, very into cafe.
No, but Cafe gets to make his own perception check.
Yes, he
Right?
does. Yep.
So his perception check is way better than mine. It is my that's a 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the morning time actually goes by fairly uneventful, actually. You don't really see much out there. You do kind of see, like, almost looks like it may be the same herd of elk, but they're staying pretty far away from you. And you all get a little bit closer towards your objective. So now we proceed on to the afternoon. Anything else you all want to continue doing in the morning as you continue to walk through the open plains?
Nope.
No? Okay. So go ahead, give me another perception check for the afternoon. Oops.
One
11.
can perceive so much.
14.
I received a 2.
Good.
But he received a 16.
Thank God for cafe.
Okay, how do you communicate with your servant? Your homunculus?
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's see.
Does it need to come back and talk to you, or is it telepathic?
I am looking.
Yeah, channel manager. Nope. So yeah, he has to come back and talk to you.
Okay.
So
Whispers in his ear.
yeah, so it kind of comes back to you, and it says it kind of sees something in the sky in the direction that you're headed.
Amazing.
Big or small?
Kind of big.
Okay. Well then. Let's get ready for something big then.
Okay. All right.
Oh wait, hold on. So in the actual stat block for homunculus, a homunculus has a telepathic bond as long as it's on the same plane of existence as its master.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says to use for all other stats. It says to use the stat block that's in the monster manual, and it has a telepathic bond.
Okay. All right. So you kind of get that then in your mind from it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I don't know how I'm understanding this bird.
So I mean, it understands the languages you speak. So
Yeah, it understands me. I just don't know if I
Yeah.
can understand it.
yeah, no, gotcha. All right. So about another hour or so goes by as the sun starts to go down. On the horizon, in the direction you're headed, you actually see what looks like a giant shape up in the sky, kind of floating towards you.
Bro. How
It's
far
kind of a
up?
ways up there.
Okay, so like real far up.
Yeah.
Is it a UFO?
Well, it is literally a UFO.
Yep. So as you go a little further and it seems to get a little closer to you, you all recognize it as an airship.
Not a manticore.
No, not a manticore. But do you see an airship coming from the direction that you're headed? Go ahead and give me a perception check, everyone.
11.
Okay.
16.
11.
Okay, 11, 16.
I've got a 7. And Cafe has a 17.
Okay. And then, so
Sorry.
as y'all are looking at this, you hear how Saris kind of chimes in. That's not a normal airship. It's smaller than it usually is. I don't recognize that design. So there's just something unique about that one.
I just took him out. Oh, sorry guys.
Okay. And after a little while, you're still going, and it just kind of goes over you and just keeps going.
What direction was it coming from?
Coming from the direction you're headed.
Interesting.
So far off, though, right?
So, I mean, it almost goes directly over you, but it's way up there.
Okay. Let's just keep going. There's a
I
lot
don't know what we
of
can
us.
really do about it.
Okay.
Going forward.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So you proceed forward, and you're coming to about your 8-hour point of marching. The sun's going down. Do you all wish to continue on, or do you wish to stop?
How close are we at this point?
So judging by where you think it is, you think you may be one more day, and you should reach the grove, if it's where you think it is.
Maybe
Okay.
go push for a couple more hours and then rest.
Sure. We'll push a couple more hours before we stop.
Okay. All right. So the first hour goes by. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
14.
18.
Oh, did we lose Ro? Okay.
Yeah. Ro,
Sorry about that.
Okay. No problem.
What
So-
happened?
So you're proceeding past your 8-hour point. So we're going to go hour by hour now. I need you to go ahead and give me a perception check first.
19.
Okay.
I got an 11 and Cafe got an 18.
Okay. And then Halceris got a natural 20. So y'all are proceeding on. You're not really seeing anything out there now that the sun's going down. It's getting kind of dark. You hear some wolves off in the distance, but it doesn't really sound like they're getting close to you at the moment. So everybody go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
13.
16.
Okay.
16 as well.
Okay.
22.
22. All right. Y'all are successful. You're able to keep going. So you proceed on for a second hour.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me more perception checks.
22.
Okay.
16.
Okay. So as
13, 19.
19. Okay. So as you kind of proceed up over a hill and you start to come back down on the other side, you see what looks like the ruins of an old building.
How far is it?
Right now, you're looking maybe a quarter mile out.
All right, I'll wait till we get closer then.
As we start to get closer, I'm going to have Cafe kind of circle around above and just look through things and see if they catch anything.
Okay, so there's no real walls left to it anymore. It looks like it's just like some stonework on the ground. And there's nothing left to walls or any kind of. It's just almost like the foundation is really all that's there. Go ahead and have your homunculus make a perception check, please.
Okay.
I wanted to go up there.
14. Starting to get dark. He's
Yep.
14.
So he's not really seeing anything. It just looks like some ruined stone, like the foundations of walls and stuff.
All right.
So as you all proceed on, you get a little closer and a little closer. You're at the end of another hour. So go ahead, give me another Constitution saving throw.
7.
Okay.
6.
6. So we had a 6, a 7, a what?
And an 8.
An 8.
15.
A 15, and Halceris got a 9. So Steel, you're the only one who feels like it's good to keep trucking on, but everybody else takes a point of exhaustion.
Why was 6 great as 7?
Just rest for a little bit.
7, 8, 9.
That's fine. Yeah, that's a good place to stop. Well, so what time is it approximately at this point?
You're approaching about 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Okay. Let's just find a place to settle down. Everybody else is looking pretty tired. I'm just gonna. Me and my homunculus are gonna look for a place to hang out.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Right. And it can help, right?
Yes. Yep.
Or I'll just yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that is okay. Not bad. He got a 20, so.
Okay. Kind of looking around. The best place you actually kind of see is those ruins.
Let's just make it to the house, and then we'll set up a camp. Maybe we can even hide a fire in there if you guys want something cooked or some warmth.
Okay. So you make your way to the house, to the little remain, and like I said, it's just small, short, little stone walls. Looks like it was part of the foundation of some house that clearly a long time ago was just destroyed, probably during the war. This isn't an uncommon sight in the area. So you find a nice little spot to go ahead and try to bed down for the evening. So do you wish to set a fire?
Is there somewhere we can put it that would be kind of like
Surrounded by the ruins or whatever.
So is what we'll go ahead and do is if you actually look at Battle Map 2, I kind of laid this out for you so you can kind of see what it looks like.
Ooh.
Maybe over there by that tree, the down tree. Maybe we can set up a little camp in there.
Is there an up tree?
No.
Which tree?
Inside the building there, you
So
see
the
that
one-
little the tree
The
that came
law,
through the wall.
like the one with the brand.
Yeah,
Yeah, the one
if
on
we
the
go
right
in there,
side.
We can
Not a
we can
brand.
probably hide there. We've got at least cover on 3, maybe 4 sides, 3 sides at least. So we shouldn't be too bright.
Okay. So kind of in the top part or the bottom part?
The top part where that corner
Okay.
is, the top
Okay.
top right corner. Kind of put a little fire in the rocks. Say, I don't know. I don't have a thing here. I'm gonna move myself there. I'm gonna try and build a fire like somewhere right around like there-ish.
Okay.
Just to try to keep it real low and build up rocks around it to just kind of create a low kind of stack. Just to, just
Okay.
a little bit of heat, and maybe we can cook something over it, but a very small fire.
Okay. So you go. Give me a survival check.
14.
Okay. You do a fairly decent job with it, trying to conceal it as much with still being able to get some heat from it and be able to cook with it and stuff like that. Okay.
All right.
So go ahead and place yourselves in that area. All right. So who is going to take the first watch of the evening?
I'll do it. Oh
Okay.
wait, I'm exhausted.
Everyone is exhausted except for Steel.
Whatever, I'll do it. It's fine.
No. Go to sleep, guys. I'll take.
Okay. No, just.
I'll take a watch. I'll take a couple hours.
Okay.
So that's fine.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
And I've got my friend there too. So.
Yep.
Dude, I'm sucking it up. Oh, hey, we both sucked it up a little bit. But I got an 8, and he got a 12 because we rolled the exact same, but he's that much better than me.
Okay. So the first couple hours go by pretty uneventful. Just hear some of the wind blowing across the plains. And that's really about it. So
I have
who
to
are you?
ask, is Taryn inside a log right now?
Oh,
Like,
well,
roll
not
up.
inside. I guess I'm just on top of it.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're
was
laying
curious.
on top of it.
Yeah.
Well, no. So you do a trance. How do you
Yeah.
go into your trance?
Regular yoga style, crisscross applesauce.
Okay. All right. So you
meditation.
So Taryn's just kind of sitting cross-legged on top of this fallen tree.
Sometimes his eyes are open, sometimes they're not, sometimes they're very low.
Okay.
Depends on how tired he is. Yes.
All right. So who do you plan on waking up to take the next watch?
I have a flashlight. You can wake me up.
Turn just needs
Sure.
the 4 hours. I just need the 4 hours. So anything after that, I'll take whatever else there is to take.
I go ahead and get Ro, and
Okay.
I'll just say, Ro, it's you want to take a quick watch?
Yeah. Sounds good to me. I've got my wrench.
Pretty sure.
A wrench.
Check in with Taryn when you're done, and if he's rested up, he can probably do the rest of the night.
Got it.
All right. Okay.
Alrighty. And so Ro, go ahead, give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Even
Because
though
you
I-
are still technically exhausted.
Oh God. Well, that is a 6.
Okay. Next couple hours go by. You don't really hear much. You're spending a whole couple hours just kind of forcing yourself to stay awake. You keep kind of nodding off.
I'm assuming it's been 4 hours.
Now we're at 4 hours.
So yeah, I walk over to Ro.
Oh, but no, she would have the homunculus would be there. It doesn't sleep.
Right. Okay.
Can it help her?
It has no way of communicating with her.
My other roll was
No,
equally as bad.
Oh, okay.
Because if it's only communicating with you telepathically,
It can't. I mean, it can still make noises. I was just thinking, can
Yeah.
it like?
Just pick her awake.
but
Yeah, keep her awake.
yeah, so
Sure.
he helps keep her awake, but still with the disadvantage.
Yeah, no, I did a bad job on both of those rolls either way.
Okay.
So I walk over the room and I tap her and I say, to bed. Got this from here.
Hey, give us, yeah. Yep, I did. I watched.
The inside of the eyelids.
All right, Taryn, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Chicken wing, apples and bologna. 12. Golly.
Okay.
12. I wasted all my good rolls on those stealth checks in that battle.
So first
You're
couple hours go
super
by,
hidden.
you don't really hear much. But then going into the third hour, you hear some of the rocks shifting towards the bottom part of the house there.
So bottom part would be on
So
the
kind of
opposite-
in the middle, almost where it looks like an entrance there.
Okay.
You kind of hear some like rocks moving around in that direction.
I draw my sword. So approximately it's been maybe about 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I draw my short swords and I wake House Ceres. And I
Okay.
tell Cafe to get steel.
Okay. So Halceris wakes up kind of groggy, but you wake him up. Steel, you get the noises in your head waking you up from Cafe.
Mental impressions.
So we are going to go ahead and use Biscuit's token right now for Cafe.
Okay.
So
I was like,
excited.
wait.
What a tease.
Yeah, no. So just because that's the one I had ready, but we'll have one, put one together for Cafe there.
So it's nighttime, right?
Yeah, it's nighttime.
All right, so after I wake House Ceres, I want to go down to the bottom corner
Okay.
stealthily to try to see if I could get a eye on what's, I guess, coming towards us.
Okay.
Yes.
So go ahead and move yourself to where you're at.
All right, wake House Ceres. I tell him shush and point towards where the noise is coming from, and as soon as I find this tab.
Okay. Halceris, once you wake him up, he kind of leans over to Echo and kind of shakes you awake.
What?
Get ready. Taryn heard something.
Got ready. All right. We're like, groggily get up. Is everyone else awake or are people still sleeping?
Actually,
So
let's
right
go.
now, Rose still sleeping.
Rose
All
still
right, I go
sleeping.
poke her awake.
No. Leave her. She looked pretty rough.
Fine.
I'm coming around this side. I
Yeah.
want to
So
use
as
the
you
wall.
come down around, you see looks like almost a humanoid figure, just kind of shambling around right there, just kind of moving real slow.
Shambling.
And you hear
Slow.
like a low groaning coming from him.
I move, so I can I hear that now that I'm up?
Yeah. Yep.
So I turn to
Right.
him and say, "We got zombies."
Can I see over this wall if I'm right there?
Yeah. So you can cut. You see him. You see another one there, and another one there.
Another one.
So at
I'm
this
gonna-
point, I need everybody to go ahead and give me an initiative.
I don't want to fight. I want to stop.
And if I remember correctly, initiative is an ability check. So the two of you that are still exhausted have disadvantage on your initiative.
And have this be like that.
I mean, should I roll or am I just, unconscious?
So still roll, because
Okay.
You might wake up on your own.
Cool.
Yeah.
Somebody might just
I got a natural one, so that's a 4.
okay.
It's a good roll. Good roll.
Thank you.
An 11 for Ro.
14. I'm in the top of the pack right now.
Okay.
Oh, I got a 19.
All right. So 10. Sarah's got a 10. So did anybody else get above a 10 other than Taryn?
Yeah, myself, 14.
14. Okay. So Steel.
And we act on the same initiative.
Does exhaustion impact your combat too?
No, does not
Yeah.
affect your combat rolls.
Okay.
I mean, it'll only affect if you try to do it like any acrobatics or
I was
athletics
gonna say
or
it's
anything
gonna
like
yeah, or if you have to make a dexterity saving throw, right? Because it doesn't affect
that.
saving throw.
No. So the
No? Okay.
saving throw ones come later in the exhaustion.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let me double check here. I think I got the table in here. No, it's not. But yeah, no, it's on one of the other exhaustion levels. This is just the ability checks right now. So we
Okay.
had Steel and Halceris. Ro, what did you have?
11?
Okay. Echo,
A 4.
4, you said? Okay. And these guys, yeah, they got a 2. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start at the top of the round with Taryn.
Great. I'm gonna just since they're zombies, come around the wall. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to this guy and just attack. First attack. 6. Not 1. Not 1. That's a 6. Cool. So great. So offhand attack. Let's try.
Okay.
A 9.
No, 9. Oh, hold on. Let me double check real quick.
These zombies have on.
No, 9 you hit.
Oh yeah, I hit him.
You hit him with a 9.
Boop 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 beep. So that's shit. Short sword. I didn't expect to hit. I wasn't prepared. 1d6 for some. That's 6 damage.
Okay. So you hit that first one there for 6 points of damage. All right. Next up, we have Steel, followed by Halceris.
Okay, I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right up to the one there. And 5, 10. He's going to fly up in the air a few feet there.
Okay.
Just going to check. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Going to go right about, let's say, about, come on, there. Wouldn't snap to grid. Okay, yeah. So first I'm going to hit this dude. So,
Okay. You with your mace?
with my mace.
Okay.
My no longer returning mace. 15 to hit.
15 is going to hit him.
That is 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And my homunculus is going to cast Force Strike and is going to attack. Why not? It'll attack the one in front of us. So let's see. Ooh, okay. He's got a 22 on the attack, and it's a force strike. I don't know.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead. Give me damage.
He shoots a magic missile.
Magic coffee bean.
Ahaha.
Yes. A jet black force beam.
Okay.
Okay. Let's. Sorry, I lost something. 2 plus 2, so 4 points of force damage against it as well.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right. So Halceris works his way over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. He's down right here. So he's gonna come running in. He grabs his holy symbol. You hear him mutter a small prayer, and this radiant light just kind of expands out from him as he uses his channel to divinity to turn undead. Ooh. And they all fail. Hey. All right, so we will see what they do on their turn. All right, Ro, you are asleep. Go ahead, give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Sure thing, boss. Oh, I got 2 17s, so that's a 20.
Okay, you actually wake up and you hear
Okay.
this commotion going on.
I'm gonna kind of like startle awake and like wave my flashlight around, and I see Echo, and I'm like, what?
Mall cop.
Attacked.
Ah! And so half my movement to get up.
Yep.
All right, so half my movement to get up, and then I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna dart around here and go over here where I still can't actually see anything. Can I?
No, you can see those 3.
Oh, okay, nice. I like seeing. Cool. All right, well, that's my action and movement.
Okay.
So-
All right, Echo, you are up.
Okay. So I'm still tired.
Yep.
And I'm clearly not seeing things properly. So I'm just gonna like recklessly go for it, I guess.
Okay.
And stumble my way over to squeezing between these 3. My 30 feet of movement. So I'm like shoving them around, like,
Okay.
"Move." And I come over here. That's 30 feet of movement.
Yep. Okay.
Swing and stab with my double-bladed scimitar. So that's
Okay.
advantage. Come on, natural 20.
Okay. Give me damage.
What is damage? I was confused. Okay. Okay.
Murder circle.
2 plus 1 is 3 times 2 is 6 plus 2 is 8.
Oh wait, I have inspiration.
Okay. And yes, don't forget to use your inspiration. So as you swing your double-bladed scimitar, you kind of just chop this thing right in half. And it just kind of collapses to the ground.
Yes.
That's the way to do it.
I kind of collapse with it onto my knees. I'm like, ugh, I want to go back to sleep.
Go. There's only 2 more. We can go back to sleep.
All right. Next up are the zombies.
Oh no.
They both work their way up towards you, Echo. As they start reaching out, these kind of bony hands trying to hit you. First one swings at you for a 9 to hit.
So they're not.
Oh, no. Thank you.
Okay, just checking.
Yep, nope. You're absolutely right.
The cleric in me was like, what just happened? They're not really dead?
They started running. Running. They did not attack you.
Bye.
Bye.
Right.
Wait, why?
You literally just had like a fever dream of them attacking you, but they're actually running away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yep.
I'm like half asleep, swinging away.
All right. Next up, we have Taryn.
So these are walls, right?
Yeah, they're kind. Yeah, they're only maybe 2 or
Knee-high
3
walls.
feet tall.
Oh,
mostly.
knee-high?
I mean, it's foundation.
Oh well, yeah. So I could see over him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
No, that one you
I wanna,
can.
I want to drop. Can I drop my short swords and shoot a bow? Shoot an arrow after this one that I can see.
Which one? Left
I
or
can
bottom?
see. Oh, he went down further. Left.
Okay. All right. Give me the attack rolls. Roll.
9.
No, you hit him.
Yeah, but
The zombies don't have a high AC.
it's super low. Where's my D8? There's 1. 4.
4 points
And I
of
hit him in the
damage.
knee.
Okay, you see the arrow just kind of stick into the back of his leg.
Success. And I'll get a little closer, actually. And then I'll end my turn, so I'll run 5, 10, 15, 24, right, and then jump up here. 30.
Okay. All right, Steel, you're up. And then Halceris is next.
So, Cafe is going to move up there. I'm going to go right about there. I'm going to pull my crossbow in the process.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack that one.
Same one?
Same one, yeah.
Okay.
Let's just take it down. Okay. I'm going to roll. A 13 to hit.
Yeah, 13 is going to hit.
Okay. Nice. 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then the cafe is gonna shoot it. With a 12 to hit.
12's going to hit.
All right. For let's see, 6 points. We both did max damage.
Nice.
6 points of force damage against it.
So let's see. Oh. All right. So as both you and Cafe strike it with your projectiles, it just starts to fall apart, and you see it just collapse to the ground.
Job, bird.
All right. Next up, we have Halceris, who really doesn't like these abominations. He moves forward, and he's going to go ahead and cast Sacred Flame at it.
Yeah.
And it fails. All right. So you just kind of see how Sarah's reach out, and you see this light just kind of flare off the back of this zombie as it takes some damage. All right. Next up, we have Ro, followed by Echo.
So Ro's gonna kind of stumble on over next to Echo, and she's just gonna see the thing running and yell, "Yeah, run!" And that's that's my turn.
Okay. All right, Echo, you're up.
I too don't feel like chasing after it, so I'm just gonna turn away and walk back to where we had the fire and go to sleep.
Okay. All right, and then the zombie proceeds to continue shambling as fast as it can away.
Yeah, bud.
So it's about another 30 feet off the bottom part of the map. Do you all wish to pursue it?
Shoot an arrow. Hit it with an arrow.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Give me an attack roll.
As we all just let him fight and walk away.
Yeah.
That's a 7 or 12.
I was gonna hit it.
This dice threw me off. I thought that was a different number. Ooh, 8 plus 3, 11.
Okay, yeah, you see that arrow just kind of dig right into the back of its shoulder, and it kind of stumbles from the hit. Steel, are you You're not pursuing?
No, I don't think so.
Shoot
So-
it.
We're good.
Halceris does, however.
Dang,
And
he
he tries
mad.
it. He hits it with another sacred flame, and it fails again. Wow. Okay. Yeah, no. So you see another radiant light kind of hit the back of the zombie, and it just kind of collapses to the ground as well.
Very nice. Okay, sleep. Come on.
As he just kind of grumbles, Halceris grumbles, goes back to the wall he was leaning up against, and lays back down and goes to sleep.
Yeah, Ro literally like makes it to like just where they were and like literally like face first into the ground out.
Kerplunk.
Okay.
Good.
I'll attempt to either carry or help row back to the fire.
Okay.
Whichever you prefer.
She's just like, uh-huh.
All right.
It's
so
like
you-
just fireman carry, just kind of.
Yeah. And she's just like groaning sadly.
Okay, so as you all finish your evening of rest, no, you don't hear any more shambling going on, no more movement around. Y'all, sun comes up, morning comes too, and y'all are awake. The two of you that still have your point of exhaustion now are no longer exhausted.
Ooh.
Let's make it. Let's try to get to the end of this thing.
Okay. So
We hustle.
all right. So if you all go ahead and look at the map again. As you proceed throughout the day, it's fairly quiet and uneventful day.
We're there.
And as you approach, you do see this large cluster of trees as you slowly approach. And the trees you see here are very thick and dense, and you just see it's just out in the middle of these plains. But you do see one small path that's going through to the middle of these trees. It's probably early afternoon right now.
Can we make a check to see if I see any paw prints?
Go ahead, give me a perception check. Or survival, sorry.
I'll aid him in his.
Okay. So you get advantage.
Cool. Okay. So that's a 19.
So trying to look around for tracks and stuff. I mean, you see some wolf tracks, you see some elk tracks. Nothing that you really can tell may have been from Biscuit, but
Okay. Well then,
The trees of the Feywilds.
let's continue.
okay.
Oh,
So are you going to go down the path into the tree line?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, down the path.
All right. So as you walk in to the trees, I need you all to go ahead and go to battle map 4.
Oh God.
they're gonna say make another perception check, and I was like,
Nope. So
Okay.
as you proceed into the path, you can see you're coming in from the lower left-hand corner of the map, and you see a building standing there, and you see an individual dressed in dark robes sitting on a bench, sleeping, leaning up against the side of the building.
Can I stealth up to him?
So
How far is it? How far is it? I should.
So I mean, you're probably 120 feet or so, maybe a little more away from, because you all are down in the very lower left-hand corner there.
So if I go through the trees, is it I guess not. If I go
It's
through
difficult. It's going to be difficult terrain because
Would I
they're
be able to
very
get-
packed.
don't I have
but-
something for that? Oh no, not this level.
Can one of us like put a hand on his shoulder and be like, can we talk about this?
Well, so you're going to have a chance to talk about this because I think this is actually going to be a good place for us to go ahead and stop for the evening. So it's getting close to 10, so we're going to go ahead and call it for this evening, and we will pick up here as our adventurers enter the grove, where it is rumored that Biscuit has been taken. So, but yeah, no, it's been great. We're going to stop here. We do have a few quick reminders though for everybody before we take off for the evening.
So first, don't forget to subscribe to the Games Tavern YouTube channel right now. Subscribing is free and you don't miss any of the action and access to the additional content. Your likes and positive comments on the videos gives us a boost and helps future Tavern Raiders find out about the show. So please go check it out. And I think we also have a giveaway winner.
Yeah, we do have the winner for the giveaway. Yeah.
So the winner of the Overhead Games Epic Avatar Generator is Yanzam. Congratulations. The Tech Goblins will reach out to you on Twitch to get the info to send you your awesome prize.
Go visit overheadgames.com and check out their avatar maker tools.
All right, guys, be sure to check out the Velkin Weave Tuesdays. That's tomorrow. That's after Mondays, with legendary dungeon master Eric Mengi and our friends on the cast over there, as they are currently underwater fighting with strange creatures while searching for a mysterious god.
Ooh, sounds like they might be getting into a little bit more trouble than you all are. But we're gonna find out just what kind of shenanigans y'all get into next week. So make sure you join us next week to see what happens here in this grove. It's been great having you here this evening, and we will see you all next Monday. Have a good